Niagara students are now in their third week since returning to in-person learning January 19th. We check in today with DSBN Director of Education, Warren Hoshizaki. Warren, a 2-day delay to the return with the snowstorm. Did it give you a little bit more time to prepare the schools?
There's a lot of families who were looking forward to coming back on that day, but it did help a little bit, and they were stuck at home anyway.
Were you treated well enough by the province, given enough information, enough resources, I guess, for a safe return to school, or did you have to find some resources elsewhere?
I think we've done that ourselves. I think we've prepared for this quite a bit in the last couple of years, of course. So we get quite a bit of funding from the ministry, for example, for HEPA filters, as well as for N95 masks and for 3-ply masks for students. But we added to those kinds of things. We had a good supply of rapid antigen tests, and we had a good supply of HEPA filters, probably 500 or 600 more HEPA filters than we got from the province.
Students were given the option to go online again, obviously. What was the uptake like for returning to in-person learning?
Yes, in January, we thought that there still might be some parents and students that were still apprehensive about returning in person. So what we thought we would do is to offer a short-term remote learning for as long as we need. So we guaranteed it for the end of January, but we're going to extend that for another week or two. However, we're seeing, and I talked to a couple of principals today, and we're seeing that a lot of students are returning, and a lot of students are returning next week. Of course, as you know, a second semester starts tomorrow, so away we go. But for elementary, we're seeing the uptake very high. 80, 90+ % of students are back in school.
You've been the Director of Education for DSBN for quite a number of years. Did you ever foresee a 2-year stretch that would be as challenging as this one? You don't know what's happening week by week, month by month.
I think that's the biggest thing, is that you can't plan a long term for this, that things change so rapidly. And as you know, the Ontario schools have been closed longer than any other place in Canada. So it does change so rapidly, but I think the thing that has happened in the first year that we had, that there's a lot of adaptations by our staff, by both school staff as well as the staff here. And so we're getting used to it, but certainly don't want to get used to it. Everybody, I can tell you this, that everyone I talk to would rather be in school with kids in the classroom doing the same as they did 2 years ago.
Warren, there is no doubt that having kids back in class, even when you take it up to the post-secondary levels, is the best thing to do. Now, with Omicron spreading so quickly and easily amongst the population, are you anticipating major shortages of staff?
We haven't experienced that here. So we've been very fortunate, and we hopefully that will continue. We're trying to stay very positive about this and get student life, school life back to where it was before. We're going to start our basketball, we're going to start hockey, we're going to put as much of the other activities that we can within the protocols of the province and Niagara Regional Public Health, who, by the way, has been a really strong partner with us.
One of the controversies with the return to school was the fact that the province took away the demand for school boards to report the number of cases, the number of closed classrooms. Where does the DSBN stand on that right now?
Well, we have worked with the Niagara Regional Public Health as well as the other 3 school boards, the 2 French school boards and the Catholic board, and the 4 directors met with Dr. Hoshizaki and worked out a plan where not only do we report the absenteeism, which is a requirement from the Ministry of Education on a daily basis from our schools, we also have some other protocols in place, like masks for kindergarten kids. Also, we have a reporting portal for parents and students who want to report any cases that they know that happened in their family or something, right directly to Niagara Public Health, and then they act on it. So that's just an extra step that we've done in Niagara.